Блять, они древние, как кашка мамонта.
Bakhmut southern flank, Klishchivka. Russian attempts to recapture heights from the Ukrainian forces failed. Immediate counterattack by the 24th Ukrainian Brigade resulted in the following. The Russian 106th VDV lost between 50 and 100 men in the process. Prisoners testified that their officers abandoned them or simply had no orders, and because there were no orders, they retreated too late. To contain the counteroffensive of Ukraine, Russia had to transfer troops to the front from the border with China, said the British intelligence in its latest update. The 58th Combined Arms Army was sent to the Zaporizhia region, which is responsible for the security of the Caucasian region of Russia. And the 5th Combined Arms Army of the Russian Federation and the Marines are located in the Velikaya Novoselka region, usually based as a counterweight to the Chinese army. Around Bakhmut, the defense is now largely formed around airborne regiments normally stationed in Western Russia, who normally act as an elite rapid reaction force in case of tensions with NATO. The way Russia is accepting risks across Eurasia highlights how the war has dislocated Russia's established national strategy. The invaders tried to storm Avdiivka. The assault lasted about 10 hours. The occupiers lost 2 T-80 tanks and a large amount of manpower.
Бо тежка то не та зброя, яка сильно пошкодить танк, але танк не рухався.
Russian fascists are literally running over people on the streets of occupied Crimea in their military vehicles. A train transferring old Russian tanks was noticed in Voronezh. Judging by the comments of the locals, even they realize what sort of old stuff Russia has to resort to.
Блять, они древние, как кашка мамонта. Т-55, блядь, видишь, закончились танки-то, блядь, свежие-то, блядь, старье будет, нахуй.
Ну, что-то посвежее.
Это вообще, да какой посвежее, просто покрасили в какой-то непонятный цвет. А это вообще, ну смотри, какие-то, я даже не, ну это просто...
Ничего, мне кажется, они одинаковые, нет?
Одинаковые.
Meanwhile, Challenger 2 is spotted in the Zaporizhia front. Russian propagandists making an anti-Ukrainian, anti-LGBT film staged a fake gay parade in Moscow with Ukrainian and rainbow flags. Unfortunately, they forgot to notify the authorities and were denounced to the police by outraged citizens, leading to an investigation. Military recruitment in Russia's prisons is reported to have slumped following the failure of the Wagner Group's mutiny. Prisoners rioted in support of Yevgeny Prigozhin during the mutiny, but are now apathetic and regard him as a traitor. Olga Romanova, the head of the Russia Behind Bars prisoners' rights group, says that prisoners are now feeling depressed, and there has been a profound loss of faith in both Prigozhin and the Russian Ministry of Defense. Prior to January 2023, the Wagner Group recruited tens of thousands of convicts from prison colonies across Russia, with Prigozhin himself a former convict, personally traveling to prisons on recruitment visits. He was reportedly a highly effective recruiter. In Bulgaria, a priest met Zelenskyy's motorcade in a very unusual way. He is saying that Zelenskyy is possessed by Satan and he wanted to clear him. It's better for you to take a bath, buddy, and maybe visit some mental hospital after.
зеленското човече, наркоманче, водонатемоса, току-що. Наши майкопродавци, фашисти, анатема. Видяхте как ме дърпат полицията преди мене.
The unipolar moment is gone. There are now three great powers: US, China, and Russia. We, USA, have lost our soft power. People all over the world think that the United States acts like a thug. Professor John Mearsheimer.
A long time we were just so powerful we could think that we could run around the world dictating the way people should behave. That world has gone away. The unipolar moment has given way to multipolarity, and we now have three great powers in the system, not only the United States, but also China and Russia. But the second thing is, when you talk about soft power, our ability to use our ideology to influence people in positive ways, to try and sell liberal democracy in subtle ways, to portray the United States as a benign force in the world. We used to be very good at that. And we've lost that skill in major league ways. And the end result is that we look very heavy-handed. People all over the planet think that the United States behaves like a thug most of the time.
Ukrainian Deputy Defense Minister Hanna Maliar. We see everything. Every day, the Ukrainian armed forces find and destroy the occupiers' warehouses and logistics hubs. Over the past 24 hours alone, 6 ammunition depots were destroyed in the Tauride sector alone. This is our response to the enemy's frontal assaults. We are delivering effective, painful targeted strikes, exsanguinating the occupier, for whom the lack of ammunition and fuel will sooner or later become fatal. In modern warfare, logistical objectives are key. I can already tell you more about the hit in Makiivka. This is a vivid example of the effective work of Ukrainian artillery, which delivered the fire damage, and aerial reconnaissance, which corrected the strike. A really large warehouse was destroyed, where a significant number of artillery shells and missiles for BM-21 Grad MLRs were stored. To be continued. Improvised anti-aircraft gun of the Armed Forces of Ukraine from 6 AK-74.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.